Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. For 25 years, the Beijing Platform for Action has served as a foundation of multilateral collaboration towards female empowerment. In view of Beijing Platform of Action and SDG 5, the government of the Maldives, under the leadership of President Solih, has laid out specific goals and policy objectives as part of the Strategic Action Plan 2019 to 2023. This plan focuses on many areas from women in power and decision making, violence against women to economic empowerment. The government has set targets for female representation at key decision making levels. Our parliament has allocated 33% of local council seats for women through electoral quotas. We have appointed our first 2 female Supreme Court justices and instated women as 50% of our ambassadors. To address all forms of gender-based violence, the Maldives has set strategic goals in line with effective enforcement of the Domestic Violence Prevention Act 2012. Since the pandemic, in a preemptive approach, we began strengthening our capacity to monitor and respond to cases of domestic violence and child abuse, using mechanisms implemented before the Maldives entered lockdown. Maldives has accelerated investment in helplines, shelters, and emergency funds for victims and survivors. To decrease response time, my ministry formed an emergency team with strategic plans and mechanisms for the management of shelter homes for children and the elderly, with women leading and managing the temporary shelters. COVID-19 has only exacerbated the numerous challenges women have always encountered, yet it is women who repeatedly rally from the front lines, meeting all difficulties head-on and prevailing and conquering. Energetic, resourceful and dedicated women are fighting the valiant battle, from leading the National Emergency Operations Center, the Health Protection Agency, and working tirelessly in the laboratories, taking samples, running tests, to leading and managing the temporary shelters, ensuring the vulnerable people in our society are taken care of. It is a battle fought in the context of the 2030 Agenda and the Decade of Action, pursuing a gender-responsive implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. As COVID-19 has overwhelmed the world's health sectors, taxing already insufficient quality and affordable medical and mental health provisions for women and girls, mobilizing international financial institutions and enacting debt suspensions for small island states like the Maldives are essential to lessen the fiscal liquidity and solvency crisis. The recognition that women and girls are disproportionately susceptible to climate change and natural disasters is an essential part of a gender-responsive implementation of the 2030 Agenda. Development gains must be distributed equitably in recognition that the rest of the SDGs cannot be achieved without gender equality, and we must address the challenges women and girls face to ensure the implementation of gender-responsive 2030 Agenda for sustainable development where no one is left behind. Thank you.